Alright, we're here to talk about this today. Sasha Banks and Naomi walk out on the WWE. They turned in their tag titles and blatantly said they didn't feel respected as women tag champs. Let's be real here. This was just very childish, in my opinion. No hate to both of these women. I think this was very, very childish. It was uncalled for. Right. Losing Sasha Banks and Naomi is a loss for WWE no matter what. Whether they were in the right or in the wrong. You don't want to lose either one of those women. Let's be real. Sasha Banks is one of the top performers in women's wrestling in anyway. Like, that's a major loss there. But then losing Naomi, someone who's been with you, been in that company for years. Years, bro. Seriously. Over 10 years, I think. So losing either one of those women is a loss no matter what. But yes, it was very childish on both of their parts. Now, of course, there could have been some behind the scenes, behind the camera stuff that no one knows about, and that's understandable, right? It is. I can see that. So they, but then they, from what I've seen and what I've heard, they went to Twitter, maybe on all social media, and they unfollowed Vince McMahon. They unfollowed Vince for this, right? I find that very childish as well. That might be the icing on the cake that makes it childish, bro. Like, was that called for at all? So are you saying you're just done now? Like, are you just giving it up? You're just done. Is that what you're saying, bro? Like, I don't know, man. I don't agree with what they did. Obviously, we don't know the whole story. All we know is that they were set to face, I'm not sure everyone, Asuka, Doudrop, Becky Lynch maybe? I don't even remember the other ones. They were set for some big 6-person match, and I think Naomi was going to pin Sasha and go face Bianca Belair, I believe. And they weren't cool with that, right? Because, they were saying they were uncomfortable. Everyone on Twitter, they were saying they were uncomfortable with facing their opponents. I don't necessarily think they were uncomfortable facing the opponents because they faced them multiple times. I just don't think they liked the outcome of the match. They weren't cool with it. So they put their titles in and they said, we're done. Naomi was supposed to pin Sasha and face Bianca Belair. They weren't cool with it. It is what it is. I just don't think... I think there had to be multiple other options that could have had... You know what I'm trying to say. They didn't have to just turn in their titles and say, we're out. Peace. Multiple things could have been done to avoid that. Multiple things could have been done to avoid that. I can't talk. Forgive me. But it is what it is. They did what they did. They unfollowed Vince on Twitter. They turned in their titles. Now, people are saying, right, speculations are going around that this is a work and it will be turned into a storyline. I don't think so. Because Sasha has done something like this before, right? WrestleMania 2019, I believe. Her and Bayley lost the tag team titles, and she went in the back, cried, and pitched a fit, and disappeared off TV for a bit, and then she came back. And like I said, this is not a Sasha Banks hate video, right? Sasha Banks is my #1 favorite women's wrestler, performer. I'm going to call her performer. I love Sasha Banks, bro. Like I said, I just don't agree with this. But she has done this before, a few years ago. So, you can't really blame WWE for this. Although they have their own problems as well, right? They released, 200 wrestlers in 2021 or 2020, one of those years. I mean, they have some issues with keeping their talent happy, and it is what it is. But it's hard you can't necessarily pick a side, right? You have to look at it. Sasha and Naomi, what they did was childish, no matter who was right or wrong, right? That's how you have to look at it. If WWE was wrong and they did something to Sasha and Naomi, it was still a childish thing to do to push the titles in and walk out, no matter what, right? No matter what. So y'all let me know, man. Do I sound stupid on this? Were Sasha and Naomi in the right? Y'all let me know, bro. Y'all let me know. I just feel like no matter what, The unfollowing Vince on Twitter was just unnecessary. Seriously, didn't have to happen. I'm hoping this is a work and that it can be turned into a storyline, but I don't see that happening. I think Sasha may be done. Seriously, because she has done this before, so Sasha may be done, bro. We'll see. Y'all let me know, man. Yeah, bro. Like I said, Sasha Banks losing them, no matter what, is a loss. But who knows, man? We'll see.